Hello everybody, welcome to the December 2025 TBR. We're standing up today. Alright, like my album mug? It's festive. Our month is going to start out, this is a very fantasy heavy month. Trying to get through some stuff. You'll see in later videos, there's a whole 2026 is going to be a crazy year for fantasy. I'm 28 pages into the first read of December right now, which is Before They Are Hanged, book 2 in the First Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. I'm liking it. The first book was really good. I liked it a whole lot. Really good character. Glockta is pretty cool. It's very funny. It's very funny. I haven't read synopses on any of these books, really. I'm not exactly sure where this is going to go, but I do know that everyone says it's awesome, and I'm kind of late to the bandwagon on this one. So, we're going to be reading Before They Are Hanged. Immediately after that, we're going to be finishing it out. Last Argument of Kings. This is the one that everyone seems to say is their favorite. Really looking forward to this. I don't know where it's going to go. I have an idea of where the second trilogy goes, but I'm pretty in the dark still about exactly how these are going to go. There's synopses on the front pages of each of these. I haven't read any of them. I'm just kind of going in and enjoying the ride. Coming up next, after that, we're jumping back into Wheel of Time. A goal of mine, which I'll talk about in a 2026 reading plans video, is I want to finish Wheel of Time next year. I'm on my second attempt currently. We are back up to book 5. This is as far as I got last time I tried to read this. I tried to pick these books up in 2015. I got through the 5th book, and I stopped after that. I have a little bit of a recollection of this one, tiny bits and pieces. The only real thing that I remember about this is I'm pretty sure the party is split up at this point, and I remember the ladies are going around pretending to be like, they're trying to like be dye merchants or something like that. It was fun. There's a lot of traveling around, and I remember really liking this the first time. So I'm going to get back into it after finishing up the First Law trilogy. We'll talk about this. I am still chipping away at Always Coming Home by Ursula K. Le Guin. I will have this finished up at some point within the month. This started out as a personal pick for my philosophy group. It didn't get picked. I had put it forward as my suggestion before I had read it. I'm 180 pages in to it. This is the expanded edition with like an extra 100 pages of essays on its creation in the back, which I'm super stoked about. I'm kind of happy that my pick didn't get picked for philosophy group, because this isn't turning out to be exactly what I thought it would be when I went into it. I don't think it would have quite fit, at least what I've read so far. I don't know if it would have quite fit for what we got going on over there. Really enjoying this for personal reading. I get most of my time on this done kind of just laying in bed before I fall asleep. I'm typically reading out of this edition, the old actual paperback edition of it, so I'm not having to drop this thing on my head. Now for look how exciting this shit is, right? We've got Immanuel Kant's political writings. This is what we actually chose for philosophy talk this month. I'm not going to be reading the entire book, thankfully. I don't know if my mind could take all of this at once. It's kind of a lot. Reading 2 essays out of here in particular, the first one being an answer to the question, what is enlightenment? And The second one, which we'll be reading and discussing right before Christmas. What is orientation in thinking? I'm sure it's going to be riveting. I'm sure it's going to be overly exciting, as you can tell. Everything else that I have picked out for the month is my Christmas books. Every year without fail, I read A Christmas Carol by Dickens. This has been something I've been doing since I was a little child. It's a beautiful story. It's one of my favorite stories. It's a great way to bring ghosts into Christmas and bring a little bit of the spookiness back into Christmas, how I like it to be. I've got a couple editions of this. This is the one that I typically read. What is this? Illustrated Christmas Carol Seawolf. It's a Seawolf production. I typically go for this one just because it's got really awesome illustrations in it. I love this. Probably be reading this on the day or the night of Christmas, right around in there. Here's one that I picked up, I believe, 2 years ago at the Barnes & Noble at the Arden Mall in Sacramento with my friend Jake. Hark the Herald Angels Scream. I'm not expecting to love this. I don't recognize any of the authors in here. So maybe it's gold. I got it 50% off at Barnes & Noble 2 years ago. So, like I said, we'll be reading at least... Look at that cover. I had to get it for the cover. It's awesome. So, we'll jump into a little bit of this at least. This is another one that I picked up about 5 years ago or so and never read. Christmas stories that with kind of like pagan-centric. It's called The Return of the Light. It is a collection of different pagan Christmas stories from, I believe, throughout the world. So it's very short. There's a bunch of pictures. Kind of fit at least a couple of these in around Christmas time as well, while hanging out with family. That's always good. I've been working my way through the Death books in Discworld by Terry Pratchett. And conveniently enough, I was able to work it out to where my Christmas one now, I am reading Hogfather. So this is like my official Christmas book. Pretty much everyone who talks about Hogfather says that they've enjoyed it. I believe it will be perfect for Christmas, hanging out with the family. I'm going to be in San Jose for Christmas this year, so I'll probably take this along with me and be able to get it in while I am over there. Now, I'm sure that there's going to be a couple other little things potentially that I throw in. Like I said, it's a very fantasy-heavy month of reading that we're going into right now. The way that things are moving forward, as much as I'm more interested in collecting literary fiction, speculative fiction, surrealist literature, in translation especially, I have so many fantasy books that I need to get through that pretty much this entire next couple months are going to be very, very fantasy heavy as I kind of weed through the physical TBR here. No, unfortunately, no Gene Wolfe this month. I don't think. I do have Earth of the New Sun that I really want to get to. That might be pushed to January. I don't think I could fit it in. That freaking Fires of Heaven is very long. It's not quite as long as The Shadow Rising was, book 4. But these two books are some of the longest books in the series. And I still have 10 more. We're chugging along. Let me know what you guys are reading down in the comments, guys. Cheers.